I'm alone in my house and there's nothing to do, so the depression and that rage came back. And, I couldn't express it in violence in a martial arts place, so I expressed it in violence in public, which I shouldn't have done.
My name is Nick, and I'm going to be the next school shooter of 2018. My goal is at least 20 people with an AR-15 and a couple tracer rounds. I think I can get it done. Location is Stone Douglas in Parkland, Florida.
Take your seat and welcome to Broward County Courthouse in Fort Lauderdale. This is Nikolas Cruz, the 19-year-old responsible for the Parkland High School shooting. Before Cruz carried out the massacre, he had given out clues that the cops ignored. On the 5th of February, 2016, the Broward County Sheriff's Office received an anonymous tip that Cruz had threatened to shoot up a school. On September 24th, 2017, Cruz also posted a YouTube comment where he claimed he was going to be a professional school shooter.
He then quickly moves to a stairwell, killing another person without even breaking stride. Prosecutors said that he moved like a professional soldier or SWAT team member.
Once on the third floor, the power of his AR-15 rounds creates dust and smoke, and he emerges and he reloads his magazine in one motion, something the state experts said was so fluid and skillful, it shows he did not have the brain damage defense experts claim.
On the 14th of February, 2018, Nikolas Cruz stormed Douglas High School in Parkland and opened fire on both the students and staff. The massacre killed 17 people and injured 17 others. Cruz, a former student of the school, fled the scene by blending in with other students at the school.
What's going on? What's going on today, bro?
The demons, man.
Demons?
Voices.
Yeah, no problem.
Voices and demons?
Where's the voices?
However, he was arrested less than 2 hours after the incident. The school shooter was charged with 17 counts of murder and another 17 counts of attempted murder. Cruz pled guilty to all 34 charges and apologized for his crimes. Cruz was staring at the death penalty, but the jury couldn't reach a decision on the matter. On the 2nd of November, 2022, Broward County Circuit Judge Elizabeth Shearer sentenced Cruz to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As the judge read Cruz's sentence, he appeared emotionless. However, he could be seen fidgeting a bit as the judge read out the names of the victims.
The court imposes a mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole.
While you and him were off playing Halo, I just sat up here planning your murder.
Our next stop is at the Spokane County Superior Court, where Caleb Sharp is facing the judge for his involvement in a school shooting. This is Caleb Joseph Sharp, the 15-year-old behind the Freeman High School shooting. On the 13th of September 2017, Caleb showed up at his school with a bag containing a handgun, an assault rifle, and several boxes of ammunition. The 15-year-old reportedly published YouTube videos under the username Mungo Walker and filled his social media accounts with gun-related posts before the incident. On the 13th of September 2017, Caleb stormed his school and opened fire on his classmates, shooting 4 classmates. The school shooting left 3 girls injured and killed Sam Strahan, who collapsed to the ground after Sharp shot him twice. While the video from the event was played in the courtroom, Caleb showed no reaction. In 2022, the shooter, who was now 20 years old, pleaded guilty to aggravated murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, and 1 count of assault. On the 19th of August, 2022, Spokane County Superior Court Judge Michael Price sentenced Caleb Sharp to 40 years behind bars. That morning, Sharp apologized to the public for his actions for the first time since the trial began.
I'm sorry to Gracie, Jordan, and Emma for the scars on their bodies and their minds that I can never erase or take back. And most of all, I am sorry to Amy and Emily for taking Sam from them. I spent a lot of time thinking, what exactly would I say when I did get a chance to speak? Now that I'm here, I can see clear as anything that there's really only one thing I can say. And that's I'm sorry. I'm sorry to this entire community. I'm sorry to every single person I forced PTSD upon. I'm sorry to all the people who can't go out in public anymore. I'm sorry to the people who can't sleep at night in fear. I'm sorry to everybody who I stole their innocence and high school experience. I'm sorry to Gracie, Jordan, and Emma for the scars on their bodies and their minds that I can never erase or take back. And most of all, I am sorry to Amy and Emily for taking Sam from them forever. I know these are just words, but I do mean them. And to that effect, I live my life. I used to live for myself, seeking what was good for myself, but that day showed me the true cost of evil. Everything that this community had to pay, that my own family had to pay.
Show me the proof that this kid is a notorious gang member. My son's getting 40 years to life, and they got different descriptions of what took place.
Next, we go to the Los Angeles Superior Court, where Brandon Spencer is facing the court over alleged involvement in a shooting that occurred on the University of Southern California campus in 2012. After a Halloween party went south and left 4 people injured, Brandon Spencer was spotted running away from the scene like everyone else. 2 days later, Brandon was arrested in connection with the shooting. According to some reports, the prosecution couldn't get solid evidence linking him as the shooter. The 19-year-old was supported by many people who vouched for his character, including an LAPD officer. However, the police found trappings of gang life, which includes gang signs, gunplay, taunts, and threats while going through his posts and phone. On the 18th of April, 2018, Brandon was sentenced to 40 years behind bars. This was his reaction before and after the sentence.
I'm sorry for what happened, Your Honor, but I came to life in prison. And I'm not a bad person, but I made mistakes. But I'm not just some gangbanger that she tried to portray me as.
The minimum period of parole eligibility is 15 years plus 25 years to life in accordance with Penal Code Section 12022 3D. This is to be concurrent with the full term.
You're all good people. All of you are good people. And hell is knowing that you have done something to good people.
Now we go to the Grant County Superior Court, where a high school shooter is being re-sentenced. This is Barry Louikitas Dale, the face behind the Frontier Middle School shooting that occurred in February 1996. Barry Dale killed 3 victims before he was eventually subdued by a gym coach. On the day of the shooting, Barry appeared at the school dressed up like a gunslinger, carrying 2 concealed pistols that belonged to his father. When he entered the algebra classroom, the 14-year-old opened fire at the students. The shooting left his algebra teacher dead, as well as 2 other students, Arnold Fritz and Manuel Vela, who were both the same age as him. Another student got hit, but eventually survived. To escape from the premises, Barry held the other classmates as hostages so he could just pick one of them while leaving as protection. However, the school's gym coach, who ran to the scene after hearing a gunshot, volunteered to be taken hostage as Barry held him at gunpoint. The gym coach managed to grab Barry's weapon and wrestled him to the ground. On the 24th of September, 1997, Barry was found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of second-degree murder, 1 count of first-degree attempted murder, and 16 counts of aggravated kidnapping. As a result, he was sentenced to serve 2 life sentences with an additional 15 years. However, Barry was resentenced in 2017 after a court ruled that people convicted of murder that they committed while under 18 can't receive life sentences. He was then resentenced to 189 years behind bars. He apologized and later addressed the victims' families.
It doesn't replace what has been taken from you. And you should have it back.
I woke up, I took my sawed-off shotgun, and pretty much the only thing I'm feeling this time is just adrenaline rush. It's not anger, it's not hatred, it's just this adrenaline rush that, I'm about to just do something. And
this is Sky Bouche. On April 20th, 2018, this 19-year-old initiated a gunfire incident at Forest High School, located in Ocala, Florida. The incident resulted in the injury of 1 student. Following the shooting, Bouche was swiftly apprehended just 3 minutes later by a school resource officer. Subsequent investigations revealed that Bouche had concealed a shotgun within a guitar case as he entered the school premises.
Sawed-off shotgun, I put it in a guitar case, and I also had a tactical vest filled with shotgun slug rounds.
Once inside, he proceeded to the restroom, where he equipped himself with a tactical vest and gloves before discharging shots at a locked door. Unfortunately, a student was on the other side of the door. However, that student survived the gunshot.
I could have shot her, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
Bouche surrendered to a teacher and told them he wanted to be taken by the police because he was dealing with mental health issues. Bouche was then charged with terrorism, aggravated assault with a firearm, carrying a concealed firearm, and armed trespass on school property. Bouche was sentenced to 30 years imprisonment, but must serve 25 years before being considered for parole. He was also given an additional 30 years of probation and ordered to pay restitution. Thanks again for tuning in. As always, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next one.